All right, today I'm going to be doing my persuasive speech, and this is my audience. It's an audience of one, but that is still an audience. So today I want to talk to you about a national problem that the world also faces, and that's going to be litter, trash, whatever it is, plastic water bottles, piece of paper, litter. If it's like just thrown out, it's litter. All right? Ever since I was a kid, I like to have things clean. I like my room clean. I like my truck clean. And even these streets out here, me and my papa would walk them, picking up cans so we could recycle them and sell them because, well, we're broke. And just picking up the trash just to make the street look a little bit more presentable and not that a garbage truck just drove through with the back open. So, you ever watch Wally? And in that movie, everybody had to flee the planet because there's so much trash everywhere. Nobody could live comfortably or just exist without being surrounded by trash. So in that movie, in that universe, they felt it was best to just leave the planet. I think we could save our planet before it gets that bad. And I hope everybody else sees it the same way. So why is it important to recycle? Who can we learn from to become better at recycling? And how can you recycle? So why is it important? When litter just sits on our soil, it eventually settles into the ground and it can disrupt the soil chemistry, which I got from Moab Web. And that's disruption in the soil can interfere with plant growth, can interfere with what the plant produces, and can hinder nitrogen from I don't know, settling into the soil correctly, something like that, because all the toxins that the litter has leached out into the soil. And then when that litter is just sitting out, it's inevitable before wind or rain carries it to a creek or a river. And then that's going to affect our marine life, like our fish or turtles. I know everybody's seen the Save the Turtles campaign and like the ocean one too, where they're like pulling straws out of their nostrils and stuff and it's just gushing out blood everywhere. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly stuff. I know. But we can prevent that if we just crack down on our recycling and limit the waste we use. All right, who can we learn from? Did you know Germany recycles about 67% of the stuff that they throw out? They recycle it, whatever it is, like plastic, trash, glass. And they have the reason they're so good at this is because they pioneered this method. It's called the green dot method, where like your big manufacturing companies and like fast food restaurants, they use a whole bunch of like what you want use it once and throw it out stuff like Walmart. They eliminated that. They said if you're gonna have like one use bags, you need to pay for a recycling program, so it's not hurting the country as bad. You know what I mean? With the trash and all that. I got that from Climate Cosmos and the FEA. They also came up with this three bin system where I'm sure you've seen pictures. It's just like three bins. One's the green bins for like compost and like your garden waste. So all your like organic material will go into the green bin. And then you have a yellow bin, which is for like your stuff you can't like recycle. You can't like really do nothing else with it. It's just like your waste stuff. That's stuff. No, that's black bin. The black bin is your waste stuff. The yellow bin is for your recycling, like plastic, metal, and composites and stuff like that. And the green bin's for all your organic matter. So the black bin usually gets incinerated, and that's kind of how they reduce the overall waste because they just turn it into like ash. And that's actually pretty cool. If you ever research that, the way they like filter out the air and all that, it goes through a whole thing. And it's actually kind of neat. So like even it doesn't produce no air pollution, like when you're just burning out trash in your backyard. So neat. I got all that information from Dutchland. Did you know that Germany has approximately 250,000 collection points, while a country that's 28 times bigger has only 3,150? collection points with like 90,000 recycling programs. That's still way less than 250,000 collection points as Germany. And that country that's 28 times bigger, that's us. How can a country that's so much bigger have less recycling points and collection points than a country that's like literally 28th the size of us? So if such a small country can accomplish it, why can't we? It's very important for us to recycle, reuse, and reduce so we can protect ourselves and our future from becoming like Wally. It's not just one person's job, one nation's job. It's everybody's responsibility to keep our planet clean. Any questions? Oh, I gotta show you. I gotta.
Do you think like having a program in schools would do any good with convincing people to do recycling and like do you think that would help?
Would having programs inside of school help people recycle? Well, that's kind of controversy because, like, have you went to high school, right? Did you ever go to a recycling class or they talked about recycling in your science class or anything like that?
They brought it up.
So, like, our schools kind of implement this into the system. They could do better, yes. Like, when I went to West High School, there wasn't no recycling bin right beside a trash can, no. Do I think it would kind of root recycling into like our country better if kids grew up around it? Yes. Like I think the school should do a three bin system, kind of like Germany does, like all schools nationwide. It should be like a mandatory thing, just so that kids are like, hey, when I was in high school, we had three bins and that's how we did it. And then kind of get it like a habit, kind of, not so much as like, hey, I'm telling you to do this because this is why it's so bad and you need to change like how you are. Kids would kind of grow up. This is already what we do. We recycle. We kind of throw this out. We use compost and put it in our gardens, whatever, XYZ. But anything else? All right. Thank y'all for listening, and I hope you recycle.